Got it.
Okay, going into week 11, our purpose is the same. It's basically to build a community, stay accountable, and pass the RCA together. I love the fact that you guys are making it a consistent effort to show up to the call, but I know I also am getting consistent messages as well for people who are watching the videos or following along and asking for study materials and stuff like that to help. So it's really great to see. It's really great to see people all kind of banding together in their own way. I'd love for everybody to be on the same group and on this call, but I know it's not necessarily realistic all the time. But it's still nice. Have met a lot of great people, including you guys, through this whole process. So, all right. So it's going to be short and sweet. Like I said, I got a hard stop at 1:20, and so the agenda is basically review last week, preview the next week, and then open discussion. Um, for last week, I guess we could just go around and just say, Thomas, were you able to catch up from last week at all? Any? A little bit, maybe?
Yeah, I'm still playing catch up. Obviously, I got through last week's material. I'm still going through this week's material processing, which is kind of like a review for me. I studied for the processing test a few years ago,
Okay.
um, and took it. So kind of seeing how they took, the old tools and integrated them into relativity is actually kind of interesting, and it's kind of like a review for me as I'm going through this. But yeah, I'm trying to go through two or three, actually three or four of these weeks per week to try to catch up and catch up to the team here. But I'm still pretty far behind.
No
I
worries. Yeah.
actually can I
Mhm.
add something here?
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys follow this, but there's an e-discovery Reddit that I follow, and someone just took the test this week. Let me put
Yep.
this in the chat. You guys might find this interesting. This attorney, I don't know who this guy is, but he studied for 3 months. He uses relativity, and after he took it, he reached out to the group and said, "Well, what are some suggestions, for preparing for it again?" And there's this thread with people that replied to it and gave him some advice, and I thought it'd be useful for this group. Obviously,
Hey,
I've never taken the test, but I think there's some good information here for the team.
great.
Well, it's good. Well, it's good.
All
I
right.
haven't
So,
followed. Yeah, I haven't seen this, but yeah, I think it would be great. I mean,
yeah.
relativity community is actually a little jumbled up when it comes to conversations and stuff. Reddit's good.
So
I'll include that in
how do
our
we get
call
it from
notes.
the how do we get it from the chat to I guess let me just see if I can access it. I want to copy it. I just copy the link, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You can
You can
access
just
it.
click
Yeah,
the
I
link or
definitely
copy
want
the
to
link.
see this. The e-discovery Reddit's a good one to join too. There's some good information on there as well, but there's a lot of talk about relativity as well, so it's helpful.
Yeah. So I will include this link in today's after call notes. That's great, Thomas. Thanks for that. Appreciate that. All right, so today we are, oh, this is the wrong one. We are getting close to the end, 41 to 45. That's all the way through these weeks. I can't believe we're already here. It's week 10. Feels like yesterday when we started this journey, and it almost felt like it was a long journey that was never going to end. But here we are already at week 10. So this one for me was pretty interesting because this is now getting into the areas where I am less familiar with. I've been more involved in client services and less involved in the processing and the production. But based on what I've seen, the demos and all the trainings, fairly simple and straightforward, and helps me connect the dots for what I've been in discussions with, over the last couple of years. What about you guys? Anything stand out?
Yeah, I'm going through the processing to the ones now. I'm almost done. I have like one video left. I was trying to catch up. I skipped nine. I have to go back to nine and grab that one, get that done today, and then I should be up to date. But yeah, no, very straightforward. I really like the way Rel 1, I think Thomas, you were the one alluding to it. I like the way Rel 1 has streamlined a lot of those parts of preparing processing sets. I don't want to go on and on, but I really, really like the way they've streamlined it. And You know, the step by step is very, 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 very easy to follow from my perspective.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, I
agree.
have processing experience for 2.5 years. This should be fairly easy for me. Let's hope. I haven't gone through this yet. I'm still stuck with last week's
Okay.
prep. Yeah.
Let us know how it goes. I gotta say, I agree with Stas 100%. I think going through this was very intuitive. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Yep, that makes sense. I've heard about that. Okay. Oh, that's it. You click
Yeah.
those boxes. That makes sense. Yeah, it is very streamlined. It's come a long way, and I'm confident I could turn around in the next hour and process a piece of data without any issue and go through the errors, etc. It was pretty helpful going through all of these videos. So good stuff.
I mean, to add to this, Daniel, processing sets in relativity is fairly easy compared to what we do on the tools.
Processing says fairly easy to compared to what?
The how we process the data in tools like Nuix and stuff.
Yeah.
Mm.
That's true, right? It's streamlined. It's
Yeah.
pretty straightforward. You get a couple of options, the ones that really count, and then you go through. Nuix is
Mm.
always that forensics tool, and it's there for a reason, I'm sure, for certain areas, and we still use it for specific data types. But relativity is coming along nicely. Rel one.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, you're gonna get pushback. You're gonna definitely gonna get pushback from your case teams if you try and skip a reveal or a Nuix or your processing tool, but you're gonna get
that
pushed.
was
Yeah,
that was my question. That was my next question actually. Like,
yeah,
it is actually fairly easy to, find out what do you say? Uh, the it's fairly easy to prepare an early case assessment in Nuix tools, but I'm not sure how to do that in relativity. I mean, I never had experience in relativity processing, so if somebody does know about it, glad to, I'll be glad if somebody could explain that to me.
yeah. We can sidebar on that potentially. I don't
Mhm.
know if you can find me, but yeah, we can sidebar on that. I have a bit of experience there, dealing with clients that, clients or even senior project managers that are like, no, we need to go through our processing tools for this X, Y, and Z reason. But relatively, the way they set it up, depending on
Mhm.
what the processing tool set is, it's extremely streamlined, extremely efficient. That being said, like all things that are good, there's always caveats.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I just wanted to know, like, how do we, like, get out the relevant data from the whole data set that we receive
yeah.
in
Usually
You can
processing
called
use that
activity.
RCA.
import export. You can use that. Go back to the video and look at that import export tool and go back to the documentation on the import export. That might
Mm-hmm.
answer your questions on the community page.
All right. Makes sense.
There's an import export feature that streamlines it and gives you a step by step and detailed documentation.
I mean, in import and export jobs, I've only done third-party loading actually. That is all that I've done in import and export. But I've
Yeah.
never done like processing set there.
Yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out after you look at the documentation. I don't want to hold us up because I know
Yeah, sure.
Daniel has us.
Vismit,
Sure.
yeah, Vismit, pop the question in the chat, or even better, in the LinkedIn group.
Yeah.
That
All
way,
right,
it'll
all
give
right, all right.
everybody an opportunity to learn from the questions.
Yeah, sure.
All right, you guys want to do a quick 5-minute practice test on some of the materials? You want to try that game? I made it. I think I made it a lot quicker or easier to read than last time.
What?
All right. If it actually gets you that gets it done by 120, like in like 12:20, it's fine with me.
Okay, you guys want to try that again?
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
Sure.
want. I want. I'm
All
game
right,
for it.
let's try it again. Thomas, I'm not sure you were here. You were here last week, yeah?
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Let's try this again. Um, yeah. Let's try this guy here. Okay, we're gonna do definition and term. Let's try this again real quick. There aren't a ton of questions in here, but I'm and this is this is the first time we're trying it, so let's check it out, see if it's gonna work. Does anybody need the link? Let me know. I can
I
put it in
do.
the chat.
I do.
Okay, let me do that.
Yeah, I don't have the link. Oh, my.
Now in the chat. Okay.
I'm connecting. What do we do with his nickname? Oh, okay. Hold on, I got it.
Yeah, you just put up whatever name. Okay, one, two, three. Thomas, is this you without a name? Oh no, that's Sass. Thomas is there. We're waiting for Vismay. Okay, got it.
I put in my name.
Gotcha. All right, we're all here. Let's try it out. We're gonna create game. All right, here we go. See if this is any easier.
Oh no.
Oh no, this is not working either. That's so funny. Okay, we'll
Okay.
pick the false statement, I guess. Let's see.
What? Deleting pro.
Processing. Oh, nice person.
Hold on, let's do
Inventory.
let's sorry guys. Let's this that's wrong. Let's try this again.
Yeah, sure.
Good call though.
Let's
So
try this.
we'll have to join it again.
Yeah, we're gonna have to try it again. We did. Let's try this.
I don't know who thought that was a good idea. Who thought the moving parts was a good idea?
Yeah.
Like, let's make it more. Let's make it crazy.
I get vertigo. I got vertigo last time we did this actually.
Yeah. All right, let's try this one more time, see if this is gonna work for us. Here's another link. There's a new link in the chat. Try that one more time.
Let's try that.
Okay.
Cool. That was quick for us to join this time. All right, let's go.
Okay.
Please be less
Yes.
confusing.
Three numbering options.
No.
This is still kind of confusing, but let's see. Unsupported
Stupid
file.
files. Oh, come on.
Oh,
You took
good.
that, Thomas.
Processing and
Okay. Shoot. Oh, ooh. That was fast. Pressing set. Uh, 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 uh. Okay, I got that wrong. Ooh, nice, Daniel. Pressing set can include multiple data sources.
Hmm.
Optional processing step. Oh, God.
inventory. Yeah, that was it. Yeah, deleting process.
Single person.
Come on, Gabe. Don't go away from me. Got it. Woohoo!
You see a skip if a page has electronic text. Oh,
Nice. Okay, that was a little. That was fun. That was more. That was probably the funnest run so far. So that one actually made a little sense, but it was still kind of backwards. I don't know, guys. You know AI. Sometimes it's working, sometimes it doesn't. But all right, that was fun. Yeah, I don't think there was anything hard pressed on the material this week. Like I said, pretty intuitive, kind of fun to look at and go through. And I feel pretty confident. Like I said, run a processing set today. Going into this next week, it's only a 2 hour time frame. It's now the final step. It's the managing the production step. So this is going to be pretty fun too. I've only run, I don't know, 20 or just a handful of these productions really for clients. So this is going to be fun for me, hopefully for you guys as well. And then
I
after the
mean,
production set, we're going into the final review. So we're almost there.
production is something that all project managers deal with, so I don't think it should take 2 hours by any chance. But yeah, makes sense.
Right, right. All right. And we already went over what it looked like. This is the overall view again here. And so we did last week. Now we're going into prepare, post review, manage productions. And then we're going to get into the final review. Final review will be fun. We'll do maybe a longer session where we're going through all of the test questions together. Maybe a 30-45 minute call just to do the test, and then we can kind of maybe ask questions or something. So that'll be next week. I'm sorry, that'll be 2 weeks from now. And
Yeah.
then after
Yep.
that, exam time. All
I'm
right,
not sure if I'll be able to take the exam this month or the next month, but let's see.
let's see. Let's see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, when we get there, we'll cross that bridge. But appreciate you guys showing up today. That was fun. Appreciate you guys holding me accountable. And good luck this week on getting caught up and getting through week 11. And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. All right, awesome.
All
Thanks
right.
again, Daniel. You're the best. And
Yeah,
thank
you
you
too,
all
man.
And
for
Thanks,
thanks for
guys.
everything.
You got it.
Thanks, Daniel.
thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.